I'm the person that past Bree never thought she could be. I didn't take my life seriously. I didn't think depression was even real, and I would constantly do things for temporary happiness. And trust when I say this, but your self-care journey will elevate your life. My routine used to consist of smoking weed every day, skipping school. I would never get enough sleep. I had a messy room. I kept toxic people in my life that did not deserve my time, and I would let people slide when they would say or do disrespectful things towards me. I didn't have control over my life. Now I completely transformed my life. I'm the most productive and disciplined I have ever been. I hold myself accountable for the bad habits and actions that I do. I do the uncomfortable to make sure nothing is holding me back from my growth. The utmost respect for myself, so I speak honestly. I confront every issue that I spot, and that includes people too. So what does self-care even mean? Well, first of all, it is different for everyone. And just a disclaimer, this video is about what worked for me on my self-care journey, whether it's mentally, physically, or spiritually. Self-care is a practice of taking intentional steps to nurture and balance your overall well-being. When I started my self-care journey, healing began with a book. And I used to never touch a book unless it was for school. And when I did touch a book, I would mainly use Spark Notes and never flip through the pages. During COVID, I became really depressed, and it was to the point where I was literally looking for anything to answer why I was feeling the way I was. So I looked up to books. One of the books that started my self-care journey was You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. Honestly, this book is super humorous, so I definitely recommend this for people that generally don't like reading, because she shares her story in like a funny, kind of relatable way. It really was a wake-up call to just kind of pursue my fullest potential. And she honestly made me realize that I had the power to create the life that I want. My favorite book is Atomic Habits by James Clear. Now this one is the one to literally tell you get off your ass and make shit happen. He literally taught me how to make or break small habits, and that with compounding and consistency, you can achieve anything you put your mind to and transform your life. Pages of reflection, chapters of growth, aka journaling. One of the first habits that actually stuck with me is journaling, other than reading books. But don't think that when you wish for something that it's just gonna automatically happen, because you gotta put in the work. When I say that when you manifest something to happen and it comes true, I mean this as when you put in positive thinking and writing, it attracts positive actions and outcomes. And I honestly think that journaling is just such a great organization of your thoughts in general, and it kind of just helps you really process your feelings and emotions. Back then, I couldn't communicate to save my life, but journaling definitely helped me communicate with people that I had close relationships with and really tell them how I'm feeling without feeling bad about it. I would have never had the self-awareness that I had now if I didn't write it down. And you know, it doesn't even have to take long. Literally, when I first started journaling, I went from writing a sentence or two and not even writing at all, like for like days out of the week, to writing almost every single day. I really take my time with it, but it's completely up to you and it's in your control. Specifically since it's just written down and it's just to yourself. Touch some motherfucking grass. And when I say this, I mean allow yourself to take a break from the screens and go outside. Like, the best getaway is with the physical world and with nature and reality itself. Why do you think people go on vacations? Because it's definitely not to just sit up in their hotel room doom scrolling through TikTok. Because no, they go outside to discover new things, to enjoy the weather, to enjoy the beach, to try new foods, to just find something new. Did you know that the daily recommendation is 30 to 60 minutes to spend outside? Just kind of think of it as a mini vacation and not as a chore. This can also improve your mood, boost your vitamin D levels, and support your overall physical health with just a little bit of exercise, mental health by reducing stress. If you honestly think that you don't have the time to go outside for at least like 15 fucking minutes, take advantage of your 10, 15, 30-minute breaks at work or or school. For me, where I work, there are no windows. It honestly gets really depressing because I at least need to see the outside, especially since I be behind the computer like the whole day, sitting my ass on a chair. And I know y'all heard about office chair butt because I'm not trying to get that. I don't think I have that, but I'm not trying to get it. Confidence starts with how you present yourself. I honestly believe that when you look good, you feel good. Don't get me wrong, small acts like getting your hair done, doing your makeup, putting a cute outfit on, just fixing your posture, small things like that really affect the way yourself and how others perceive you. Everybody has insecurities, so if you really do have trouble finding the confidence, just know that little insecurities give character. For example, me. I used to be so insecure about my teeth when I would smile or talk, and I bet y'all probably do think that I have ugly teeth, but to be real, I don't care. If I didn't have the teeth I have now, then I wouldn't be Brie. You know, learn to embrace your insecurities because that is goated. And the positive thing about having confidence, you honestly don't need to look good. You can literally look like a hot mess and just be walking around, just keeping your head up. Walk into a place like you own it. And confidence motivates you to do positive action and become more intentional with the things that you do. For example, when I buy a cute new gym outfit from like Owner Active or Gymshark and I wear that shit to the gym, I know I look good and I go harder with my workout. I just not spend all this money on a cute gym outfit just to have a bad mood at the gym. No, I'm gonna be intentional in my workout because that's what confidence does. And it also reduces anxiety and nervousness and become more engaging in conversations. Like another example is going to a party with nobody you know. It's either you're going to be pretending you're on your phone or calling your friends like, oh, I don't know nobody here. Why don't you look at it as an open opportunity to meet new people or to go have fun and dance on the dance floor? Who cares what everybody else thinks? Because honestly, there's always going to be haters, but then there's always going to be the people that look at you like, wow, look at her. Like, I wish I could do that and not care about what everybody else thinks. Movement is life. Every step is progress. So back then, during COVID, during my depression era, my relationship with eating meant overeating. I had no form of exercise at all. I was also in a fresh relationship, so me and my boyfriend were kind of gaining that relationship weight. I also stopped playing basketball my senior year, and my senior year was 2020. Now I try to go on daily walks with Koa and I go to the gym 4 to 5 times a week. Or I didn't do this right after COVID when, you know, the gym started opening up. No, it took me until my coworker AJ, she was like, I want to sign up for the gym right now. And then I was like, I'm gonna do that. Like, let's go, fuck it. Like, it was just a spontaneous moment and it low-key changed my life. So AJ, if you're watching this, you're a real one. Just try to find movement. You can either do it through going to the gym, going on hot girl walks, runs, doing Pilates, because that's kind of a big thing now. Sports is what I used to do back then. If you're gonna have some form of exercise, do something that you enjoy. For me, it's gym and going on my hot girl walks. But if you like running, go for a run. You enjoy going to Pilates and you got Pilates money, go to a Pilates class. Like I said, don't view it as a chore. Do it as an outlet. And did you know that working out releases endorphins known as the feel-good hormone? And moving your body can literally make you have a longer lifespan. Did you know after the age of 30, we lose an average of 3 to 8% of muscle mass? And it even accelerates to 1 to 2% per year at the age of 50. Set boundaries and find peace. So this is actually another book that I've recently read this year. It taught me that it is okay to say no. And you should only be doing things for other people, not because you're feared or guilt into it, but because you genuinely want to do it for them. And without boundaries, you can experience burnout, resentment, stress, and relationship complications. An example would be being the go-to person for your best friend to constantly talk about her toxic relationship, and then you constantly give her advice and she never listens and still comes back to you with the same issues. It's one thing to ask for advice, but if you're disregarding your friend's advice every single time and she takes the time to listen and hear what you have to say, it could be so draining. Remember, you are not responsible for other people's burdens. Another example is a family member talking down on your career / major that you chose for yourself. It is one thing to accept criticism, it is another to shame or make someone feel bad about their decisions because you personally wouldn't choose it for yourself. Another example is someone who constantly asks favor after favor, and when you finally ask them for a favor, that same energy ain't reciprocated. So stop being the go-to person to people you can't even go to. And if you guys seen that TikTok, it was like a girl like saying like, what do you mean by that? That is literally what I would say, because
I'm trying to master the, and what do you mean by that? As a response to when someone says something that has me a little bit fucked up. So the person could use their medulla, the noggin, really think about what you just said. Did you think about what you just said before you said what you just said? Explain yourself.
Like, life is too short. Like, you need to learn how to reclaim your energy, time, and emotional well-being, because life is already stressful enough, okay? Sometimes the most productive thing you could do for yourself is rest. To be honest, I feel really guilty when I take my rest days. I try not to because I know I genuinely need it, that my body needs it. And sometimes I just gotta remind myself that resting is not a waste of time. It is a way to recharge your energy, restore focus, rejuvenate your mind and body so you can come back better and stronger, more focused, more capable than before. Whether it is getting 8 hours of sleep, by the way, it literally came out that we actually need more than 8 hours of sleep. As women, we're supposed to be getting 9. So set that clock 30 minutes to an hour to just wind down before you sleep, because that's honestly helped me. To be real, I still have trouble going to sleep at the right time, but I still get 8 hours of sleep. And honestly, I may have listed all these things that you should be doing, but you can't do that if you don't get rest first. Remember guys, self-care is a journey, not a destination. That you are still human. Be patient with yourself and literally trust the process. The hard part in the journey personally is the courage to start. So if you are watching this video, clearly you've already built up that courage, and all you need to do is start. So thank you guys for watching my first sit down video. I was honestly super nervous to shoot this. I have my notes laid down and everything of what I'm gonna say. When I was shooting, it's literally dark outside right now. Like, it was actually like bright outside when I first started. This video was honestly so overdue, and I've been wanting to drop this for a really long time. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, family if you want more self-care content, and I will see you guys in the next. Bye. I would you like 10%? You deserve like half of that. I'ma need my money back. I'm riding through your water, piss me off again.